Hey, it's me, Will, back again with my favorite low-budget game show. I don't know about you. It's entitled Dissonance. Spoiler alert. Yeah, it will.
In addressing those who are struggling doctrinally, I want to say, listen, get down into the Word of God. This thing that we have is absolute truth. I have spoken with critics from all types of different backgrounds, and this word that we have, y'all, is solid. It is solid. I'm not going to say trust me, but I'm just going to tell you, in as much as you trust me, I'm telling you that this thing is solid. State of the dead, sanctuary, law of God, testimony of Jesus. The beauty of it is that it creates a whole system. There is no other church out there that has a system of truth that actually makes sense. It's bits and pieces. It's remove one stone and the whole thing crumbles.
Yeah.
This thing that we have is absolutely solid. Don't be dissuaded by the critics.
If I may summarize, Jesus is the way. Christianity is the one true religion. However, within Christianity, all systems fail. And you pull a thread, it all comes tumbling apart, except for one. One of them is absolute truth, perfect in its doctrine. One of them is the best out of the rest of them. One of them is the best.
So that's for those struggling with just the doctrine. So now let me speak to the Adventists that are struggling with, how do I not be shaken up? I'm good with doctrine. How do I not be shaken up? And to me, you guys, this is key.
Yeah.
When the Bible speaks about that 144,000, there's a lot of debate about is 144,000 literal or symbolic. There are people in our church who have subconsciously adopted the crab mentality. Meaning, if it's only going to be this many people, then I have to find a way to be the greatest, to be among the greatest. Remember the disciples' arguments? Who shall be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? They were fighting amongst themselves to be the highest, which is exactly what Satan did in heaven. He wanted the top spot. We need to be careful that we don't adopt the mentality of everybody else in the church is wrong and lost, and only I will be among one of the saved, one of the redeemed, one of the real present truth. When we have that mentality, we begin looking for the errors in other people to validate ourselves. How can I find something that only I and a few select people are doing that nobody else is doing or believing that makes me believe that I am one of God's chosen? I'm one of the real ones. I'm one of the true ones. There is no other church out there that has a system of truth that actually makes sense. That is a very dangerous mentality.
Understand that as a group within Christianity, Adventism is the best. It has absolute truth.
Have is absolute truth.
Everybody else has a string to pull.
Move one stone and the whole thing crumbles.
So it's the best. That's okay.
There is no other church out there that has a system of truth that actually makes sense.
It's being within the group that is the best.
How can I find something that only I and a few select people are doing that nobody else is doing or believing that makes me believe that I am one of God's chosen? I'm one of the real ones.
Then saying I'm the best of the best. That's not okay. As a group being the best, that's fine. That's fine. The whole group can claim to be the best.
This word that we have, y'all, is solid.
You can't poke out of that group. That's when it would be a weird thing.
Fighting amongst themselves to be the highest, which is exactly what Satan did in heaven.
But us being like, we're the only ones with the truth. That's nothing wrong with, stop that. Stop. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying stop. God.